Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tubo playing NegativeAE, and welcome back to another episode of Steins Gate. Last we left off, Luka just came out with, "Oh, Maori, it's time." So we're gonna see what it's time for right now. You're right, all good. Can you take care of Kagari? We've got a meeting about our post-graduation plans, and we have to go. Sorry. Don't apologize. And don't worry. I'll take her home. Thank you. Okay, Kagari. See you tomorrow. I wonder if as soon as they leave, she pulls like a "I'm evil." Once Maori and Lukaku were gone, it was just me and Kagari in the room. After the problems with Kagari's memory started coming up, I had been having her hold off on her job at the Bronte workshop. But I was still having her come here as much as possible during the day in case something had happened. Suza and Tenoji were downstairs. That alone made me feel better. Like how Tenoji's kind of a good guy here. Like he's not actually a good guy, but he's a good guy in this game for some reason. Suddenly I felt Kagari looking at me. What's wrong? Oh, I just realized how strange it is to be talking with you like this, Okuni. Strange? Why? Because to me you were always just this person I heard stories about. Stories? Yeah, Uncle Daru and Mommy would tell me all about you. According to Suzuha, I was going to die in 2025. Which meant that in Kagari's time, I was no longer alive. Mommy talked about you all the time. Okunin saved Mommy. Okunin is Mommy's Sikaboshi. She still talks like that in the future. Now it was my turn to be embarrassed. So I always wondered who this Okunin person was that my mom cared so much about. Who is this Rintaro Okabe that everyone talked about? Maybe I always admired you a little? Stop teasing me. You're blushing, Okunin. Kagari clearly had the upper hand here. Oh, but that's probably true of Kurisu Makase too. Yeah, Mommy and Uncle Daru used to talk about Kurisu Makase all the time. She died so long ago, so I wonder what kind of person she could have been with that much influence on things. What did Maori say about her? She said she was the person you loved. The person I love. For me, that was an undeniable truth. But that wasn't true for the rest of the lab. In this world line, Maori had never met Kurisu, and I tried as much as possible to avoid bringing her up. But thanks to me, even in the future, she'd still feel that way. Oh, I know. I'm going shopping. Wanna come with me? It's a bad idea. Shopping? That's a bad idea. We're gonna get invaded. Yeah, you still don't know this area well, do you? Can I? Of course. After what happened in the last world line, it was probably a good idea to freaking my click, I swear to God. It was probably a good idea to keep her from going outside too much. She probably needed a chance of... But she probably needed a chance of pace? That's a weird sentence to me. It was still afternoon. As long as we stuck to busy streets, we'd probably be fine. Yeah, there's actually a lot of things I've been wanting. Things. Just some basic necessities. Isn't Lukaku getting you those things? Yeah, but he's a boy, right? So I didn't want to ask him for two. I'm a boy. Wait. Even if he was beautiful, Lukaku was a guy. There were some things he just wouldn't understand. Why the fuck would I understand? What? Okay, let's go. This makes serious sense to me. Alright, let's go shopping. Wow, this is really amazing. Kagari's eyes were shining as she looked up and down the street. There are so many people and so many stories. It's hard to believe it's the same as Akibara. What's Akibara like in the future? The best way to describe it is a pile of rubble. Well, that goes for more than just Akibara there. Suzuha said the Third World War would start soon, which meant that a young Kagari would have only known the world after that horrible war. Of course, that was all my fault, probably. If I did what Suzuha wanted and went back to July 28th, would the world line change so that the Third World War never happened? Impossible. The world lines were going to converge no matter what I did. Okarin, are you telling yourself that it's your fault? I guessed. She read my mind. I guess so, but you can't think that. Nope. As far as I know, nobody, not Mommy or Uncle Daru, blamed you. Because they all believed that you'd do it someday. What was it? Steins Gate? They believed that you'd lead us there. I knew Kagari was trying to make me feel better, and that Mayuri and Daru would probably never blame me. But those words just made it worse, because I'd given up on everything. I'm sorry. Huh? I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I must have had a pretty dark look on my face. No, I'm the one who should apologize, but I'm not. Stop. We're not here to talk about that today. I don't get a chance to go outside often, so let's talk about something more fun, okay? Yeah. Kagari's mind was probably filled with memories of a painful war. If nothing else, those were her memories as Kagari Shina. But she was still trying to make me feel better. Even if they weren't related by blood, she really was Mayori's daughter. Still, it was hard to come up with something that was more fun to talk about. Is this a new song? Have I heard this song before? This song sounds good. I like this song. Oh, I know. I want to hear about what Mommy was like when she was young. Mayuri? I mean, I know she's still young right now. But when she was younger, like when she was a hostage? Mayuri told you about that. Yeah. I love the look on her face when she talks about you. It's like she's softly opening the lid of a treasure chest. Maybe? Her face, her voice, just remembering it makes me feel warm. To Kagari, Mayuri must have felt like a star shining in a world of darkness and mud. A star shining brighter than anything else in the night sky. Wow, that's a weird thing to think. It was nothing really. Her grandmother died. Mayuri really loved her. She looked so sad, like she was going to disappear any minute now. And then I said something really silly. You're my hostage, right? Hearing it from another person made me so embarrassed that I wanted to go hide. I was young. The folly of youth, you know? But those words saved Mommy, didn't they? I don't know. If those words meant that I was holding her back, even all the way into the future. Hey, are you hungry? Let's go get something to eat. I started walking ahead in an effort to change the subject. Kagari seemed hesitant as she tried to keep up.
何か食べたいものあるか?
Is there anything you want to eat?
私は何でもいいか。
そういうのが一番困るんだ。
That's always the answer that makes things the hardest, you know.
だってこの時代の
But everything in this era tastes so good.
美味しいんだもん。
It's amazing.
未来じゃ何を食べてたんだ?
What did you eat in the future?
お芋とかそういうのばっかりかな。
Mostly yams and stuff.
あ、でもママが毎日違う
But
味
mommy would
付け
flavor
して
them
くれて
differently
るか
every
ら。
day.
マユリが?
Cooked.
マユリの料理は
Was her cooking
その
good?
うま
Yeah.
そう
I
か
see. The human animal was capable of growth, it seemed. Well, Yuki had been teaching her a lot lately. Maybe that'd pay off?
だから私は何で
So
もいいよ。
anything's fine, really. Right then.
お帰りなさいませ。ご主人
Oh,
様。
jeez. This is just the go-to place, huh?
あ、おかり。それにかがりにゃんも。
Kagari-nyan. I chose to stop by Meikuin-nyan Squared and it was packed.
今日は混んでるな。
It's busy today.
そうなのにゃ。今日
Yeah, that's
から
right.
アニメとのタイアップ
We
キャ
just
ンペー
started
ンが
an
始ま
anime
ったの
tie-in
にゃ。
campaign here. Come to think of it, there was a sign out front with some anime characters on it. I'd seen those characters all over town.
おかげで大繁盛で。
So the place is packed, you know.
30分くらい待ってもらったら。
If you're willing to wait 30 minutes, I can seat you.
そういうことならまた今度にする
We'll
よ。
take a rain check then, okay?
もっとゆっくり
Yeah, let's come back
できそうな
another day when it's a little
出直
slower.
してくるね。せっかく来てもらったのに。
Mind your apologies, guys. We left Meikuin-nyan Squared and walked around. That was a weird thing. I wonder if that means anything to the story. I wonder if they're gonna go back to that moment, like, oh, if we would have stayed there or something. I don't know. I walked around for a bit, but it was lunchtime and every place was crowded.
す
Or
ご
we
い
saw it
ね
crowded.
どこも人だらけ。
Wow. There's people everywhere.
まったくだ。
That's
わ
right.
ざわざ外で飯なんか食わず
They
に
should all just eat at home
家で
instead
済
of
ませれ
going
ばいいの
outside.
よ。
でも
But
そ
that
れ
goes for us too,
って
doesn't
私
it?
たちにも当てはまるよね。
Now then, what to do?
ラボで食べよっか。
Should we eat at the lab?
言っとくが、俺は料
Just so you
理なん
know,
て
I
できないぞ。
can't cook.
私も。
Me neither. Well, then that was out of the question.
簡単なものでいいよ。
It doesn't have to be anything too
私
complicated.
あれ食
I
べて
always
み
wanted
た
to
か
try
った
that
ん
one
だ。
thing. You know, the noodles that you put hot water on.
カップ麺か?
Instant
あ
noodles.
んなものでいいのか?
Are you sure that's what you want?
未来だとね。
In the future, a lot of factories go away, so it's a lot
な
harder
か
to
な
get.
かダルおじさんが
Uncle Daru was always talking about how he wanted some, so I always wondered what they tasted like.
ずっと気になってたの。
If she was okay with that, then so was I. I like that. It's like me, just like anything. And I had just the thing. We bought a lot of instant noodles at the local convenience store. If there are any left, Daru would have probably eaten them.
すっごい
Or
ね。
would probably eat them.
カップ麺ってあんな
I
に
didn't know there were so many different types of instant noodles.
今
I've
は
only
未
ever
来
had
と違
like
って
beef
飽
and
食の時代
chicken
だから
and
な。
like
コンビニなんかでは
Shrimp
毎週のように新商品が出る。
there are all kinds of different ones now. Convenience stores get new stuff almost every week.
そうなんだね。
You're right.
ね、
So I can pick
この
any
中
of these?
のどれを食べてもいいの？
Kaidi looked inside the plastic bag I was holding.
もちろん。好きなのを選んでくれ。
Take your favorite.
それじゃあどれにしよっかな。
Which should I pick
うん
then?
とね。
She looked just like a child, the way she put her finger to her lips as her eyes shone.
私これにする。
Oh, is this
塩
one?
味の
Salt flavor.
なんなら2つでも
You
3
can
つで
take
も
two
食
or
べても
three.
いいぞ。
Salt flavor.
本当？
Really?
ああ。
Oh, but if I eat too many, I'll
食べ
get
過ぎちゃう
fat.
と太っちゃうしな。
She had so many different expressions that I never got tired of watching.
そういえばさっき他にも何か買ってたみたいだったけど。
Didn't you also get something else while we were there?
ああ、これだよ。
Yep. This. I took something out of the plastic
こ
bag.
れって
This is
フォークだよ。
A fork.
箸じゃ食べづら
I
い
thought
ん
it
だ
might be hard to eat with chopsticks.
自分専用のものにしてラボに
You
置いておけ
keep
ば
it
い
and
い。
leave it in the lab.
いいのもらっちゃっ
Is
て。
that really okay?
別に大
There's
したもん
nothing
じゃない
special, really. Kurusu had always wanted her own fork. I knew this didn't make up for anything. I just wanted to do it.
やったありがとう。
Thank you.
実はね、
Honestly,
私
I'm not very good with
箸使うの
chopsticks.
苦手なんだ。
Mommy's always
ママ
lectured
か
me
ら
about
も
it.
いつもあ、これ先っぽに
Oh,
う
it's
さぎさ
got
ん
a
がついて
bunny
る。
on the end.
かわ
How
いい。
cute.
へへへ。私
My
専用
own
の
fork.
フォーク。
That means I own two
私
things
のも
now.
の。これで2つ目だ。
The other must have been the keychain that Mayori gave her.
でもなんでかな。
I don't know why, but
これ
it feels like
ずっ
I've
と欲しかった
always
ような
wanted
気
this.
がする。もしかしてこれも
Could
ク
this be
リ
one of
スさん
Kurusu's
の記憶。
memories?
さあ
I don't know.
どうだろうな。
ねえオカリンさん。
Hey,
オカ
Okari.
リンさんはクリス
You
さ
were
んのこと
in
好
love with
きだった
Kurusu,
んでし
weren't
ょ
you? I almost choked at the unexpected change in the direction of the conversation.
大丈夫？
Are you okay? Daijoubu?
いきなりなんでそうなる？
Where did that come from?
だって大切な人っていうのは
Because that's
そういうこ
what
と
it
でしょ？
means when someone is important to you, right?
でどうなの？
Well,
好きだったの？
is it true? Did you love her? She seemed genuinely interested. I guess she was the right age for that.
ま
Well,
ああいつとの出会いが
it's true that meeting
俺
her
の人
changed
生
my life.
を大きく
ああごまかしたずる
Change the subject is no fair.
い。でも人
But
生
I
を
like the
変
idea
える
of
ほ
someone
どの
being so
大切
important
な
to you
人
that they
か。
change your life.
なんか憧れるか
She changed everything. Past and future.
も。ねえオカリンさんから見てマキ
So,
セクリスさんって
Okarin,
どんな人だったの？
what kind of person do you think she was?
気になるか？
Are you interested?
自分の頭の中にある
I
記
want to
憶
know
の
more
持ち
about
主
the
のこ
person
と
who owns these
もっ
memories
と
in my
知り
head.
たいよ。
俺が教えなくてもそれこそ
You
記
still have her
憶
memories
とし
even
て
if I
頭
don't
の
tell
中
you,
にあるん
right?
じゃないのか？
それが自分
But
で思い
I
出
can't
そう
force
として
myself to
も
remember them.
思い出せないんだよね。
Sometimes they just come out in fragments.
時々それも大抵
And it's all
難
really
しいこと
complicated
ばか
stuff.
り。だからもっと人間的
I
な
want to know more about the kind of person she was. You know? It's the only thing I missed. Kagari had never really met Kurusu, had she? If she was sharing the memories of someone she'd never met, it would make sense if she wanted to know more about her.
あいつはマキセクリスは
Makise Kurusu
とにかく
was a very
好奇心
curious
の
girl.
ふむふむ
I see, I see.
そのべ頑固で
And
自
she
分が
was
正しい
stubborn.
と思ったことは
If she thought she was right, she
誰に
would
何を言われても
never back down.
決して曲げることはない。
そうなんだ。
I see.
不遜で強がりで
She was arrogant and strong-willed, but
寂しがり屋で
also really lonely. The memories of all the conversations I had had with Kurusu and everything I had gone through with her came flooding back into my mind. I talked to her just like this once before, come to think of it. Not in this world line, though.
それに
And she
怒る
was
と
scary
怖かっ
when
た
she got mad.
怖い？どんな
Scary.
風に？
Isn't... Hold on. I gotta listen to that again. Hold on. Well, I gotta advance the text and then go to backlog.
怖い？どんな風に？
Kawaii? Isn't that cute? Or am I... Is the implication that she's cute when she's scary when she got mad? And then she's asking cute scary how? I don't know.
解凍して海馬に電
someone
極ぶっ
knows.
刺す
I'm actually
物
curious.
騒なこと言われたりしたよ
Because the internet has taught me that kawaii is like cute and huggable. Or like that you want to protect that thing. But if it's... I don't know. She'd say stuff like, I'll cut your skull open and jam an electrode down your hippocampus. Or into your hippocampus. And then for some reason she ran a few steps forward and spun around. And then...
そんなこと言ってると回答して会話に電極ぶっ刺すわよ。今すぐ回答して会話に電極ぶっ刺してやろうかしら。
That's funny shit. Kurisu.
なんてこん
Was
な
it like
感じ？
that?
オカリンさん？
Okarin.
あ、
Oh,
いや、
no. The memories of Kurisu inside Kagari. If they could be perfectly replicated inside Kagari's head, would Kagari Shina become Kurisu Makase? It was a stupid idea. Personality and memories were different things. But even so, if her memories turned into Kurisu's completely, if that happened...
オカリンさん。
Huh? That's a cool CG right there. Holy fuck. Whoever drew this, oh my goodness. From the city to like the person in the foreground, that's a cool ass picture. It was so sudden I caught my breath. I could feel her warmth on my chest. The feeling of her skin. It reminded me of Kurisu.
クリス。
The sound of her pained moan brought me back to reality.
どうした？カガリ。
What's wrong, Kagari?
頭
My head.
頭が
My head.
頭が痛いのか？
Your head hurts. Kagari's body twitched in my arms.
いやだ。
No,
もうあんなとこ
I don't want to go back.
助けて。誰か
Save me. Someone get me out of here.
どうしたんだ？カガリ。
What's wrong, Kagari?
助けてママ。
This is a less cool
助けてくれ
CG.
ないの？
Why won't you save me? Mommy. Mommy.
落ち着け。
I'm
落ち着
down,
くんだ
Kagari.
カガリ。
Oh, shit. I grabbed her hands to keep her from struggling anymore. This looks like a bad situation. The people on the street were staring at me, but I didn't have time to think about it.
大丈夫。大
It's
丈夫だ
okay.
から。
オカリン。
歩けるか。
Can you walk?
とにかく
Let's get back to the lab.
ラボに戻ろう。
She'd finally calmed down, but she still seemed to be in pain. I let her lean on my shoulder as I took her back to the lab. Once we got back, she went to sleep and didn't wake up. Her headache seemed to have calmed down, but sometimes she would still moan. I contacted Mayori and the others, but they were probably going to arrive soon, but the words she'd said before.
助けて。誰かここから出して。
Huh.
助けてママ。どうして助けてくれないの？ママ。
So maybe she's being calmed by Kurisu's memories? That would be interesting. Because Kagari, as far as I know, was crazy, right? She was one crazy motherfucker. She pulled a gun on Suzuha. So it could very well be that...
オカリン。
that maybe this is helping her. But like...
カガリさん、大丈夫なんですか？
ああ、今はよく眠っている。
She's sleeping now. I'm trying to think because, okay.
よかった。
I'm trying to think of what could have changed. So she was mad that she left the future. she wanted to leave. She wanted to go away. Or no, she wanted to stay, but she didn't want to go away. That's what I meant. And so when she came to the future, she was sad that her mommy was left behind. So she wants to go back, but I don't think they know. I don't know. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention to this. She must have heard us talking because Kagari's eyes slowly opened.
Kagari-san.
But where am I? She looked around, afraid. Calm down. You're in the lab. The lab? Japan? That's right. Akibara, Japan? Japan. I'm in Japan. Oh, that's right. The exchange program. I need to get ready for the lecture, don't I? Oh, shit. She's acting strange. Okari. The exchange program. Lecture. Those are Kurusu's memories. My paper. Where's my paper? I worked really hard so I could show it to my dad. Calm down. Kagari, those aren't your memories. Kagari looked up at me in a daze. That's right. Your name is Kagari Shina, not Kurusu Makase. Kagari. My name is Kagari. Jesus Christ. What a change of scenery. I hit that really fast, but Jesus Christ, it went from to fucking the shrine. It was jarring. Luka, sorry, could you handle this? Kagari was confused for a while after then, but she gradually started to calm down again. Once it seemed safe to do so, I'd taken her back to Yanabayashi Shrine. But maybe we weren't going to be able to look after Kagari ourselves after all. Maybe we should take her to a hospital? Was it my ego that was stopping me from doing so? I kept thinking about that as I walked along. Mayushi's gonna stay over tonight, okay? Yeah. That would be a big help. It would make Kagari feel a lot better. Try to treat her as you normally would, as much as possible. Yeah. Okay. I like okay. Wakata. I told her to contact me right away if anything came up, and then headed back to the lab. Is Kagari in bad shape? That was the first thing Suza had said to me when I walked through the door. She and Maho were sitting on the sofa. I told them about the situation already via Ryan. But they were still worried anyway, probably. She's calmed down now, but she was very confused for a while. Is it Kurusu's memories? Yeah. At this point, I don't think there's any doubt. I still don't know why, but inside Kagari's mind were Kurusu Makase's memories. The question was how to deal with this problem. There were limits to what we could do on our own. The most we could hope to do, was to figure out how this had happened. This wouldn't be a real solution. To really fix this, we needed to get her back to normal, to erase Kurusu's memories and restore the original Kagari. And for that, we needed the help of a specialist. Maho Hyajo was a specialist in that sense. There was nobody else who knew more, or who knew as much as the memories and the workings of the brain. But there was a problem. We We still hadn't told her that Kagari was from the future. In this world line, Maho didn't know Suzuha and the others that well. And of course, she didn't know about the future or the time machine. Was it okay to tell her? Hey, how did you guys meet Kagari? I wonder what she was up to before she came to Urishibara's house. Kagari was found near the prefectural border in Chiba. When she woke up, she didn't have any memories of what happened before. That was the same as the last world line. But she had memories of when she was a kid, right? You knew her, didn't you? Where was she when she was a kid? Suzuha looked at me silently. Let's check this Rhine message. Is Kagari okay? I kinda want to say she's fine, don't worry. I'm so worried. You getting worried will just make things worse. Show her a smile. Yeah. This is harder for Kagari than any of us. We need to cheer her up. You're right. Thanks, Okuni. Suzuha looked at me silently. She felt responsible for what Kagari was going through right now, probably. I could probably see on her face that she wanted to bring back the old Kagari somehow. Uncle, what do we do? Can we tell her? Maho was a scientist. If we told her the truth, she'd be sure to take an interest in time travel. She might start working on a time machine. This is a big risk. But if we want to save Kagari, we don't have a choice. I thought for a moment and then nodded. My top priority right now was helping Kagari. Suzuha nodded back and then turned to face Maho. Only very few people know what I'm about to tell you. So make sure you don't tell anyone, okay? What's all this about? Maho seemed very overwhelmed by the sudden chill emanating from Suzuha. But Suzuha kept talking. It may seem like a joke, but it isn't. Can you promise or not? Maho looked up at me, hesitant. But she must have seen something in my face. Fine. I won't tell anyone. I promise. She nodded. Alright. I'll start by answering your first question. Where were Kagari and I when she was a kid? God damn it. This is a weird way to start it off. You could like ease it in. No, they're just gonna be like, yeah, we were living in 2036 after the Third World War ended and the civil wars raged on everywhere. Maho's mouth hung open for a second, but soon her cheeks flushed with anger. Don't make fun of me, I'm being serious here. Suzuha remained silent. Her eyes were ice cold, staring straight into Maho's. Hiyajo. Suzuha warned you at the start. This isn't a fictional story, and it isn't a joke. Suzuha and Kagari came from 25 years in the future in the time machine. Time machine? There's no way you could make... Even if I told you it was Kurisu Makase who came up with the basic theory. The second I said Kurisu's name, the anger vanished from her face. That can't... Fine. I'll listen to what you have to say. Susan and I told her almost everything. How I met Kurisu, about the D-mails, what happened in the Alpha World Line, the development of the time machine, Mayori's death, the attractor field theory, what happened in 2036, what was going on with Kagari. The one thing I didn't tell her was about Kurisu's death. Seems to be a constant, really.
話を整理させて。
Just give me a moment to process all that.
つまり
What you're telling me is that Suzuha and Kagari came here from the year 2036 to have Okabe change the future, right?
そうだよ。
That's right. Maho sank into the sofa and sighed. I can't imagine Okabe being capable of pulling something like that off. I can't believe the fate of all humanity rests on a single person.
俺だって無理だと思っている。
I don't think I could do it either. I'd given up, actually, on the entire future.
到底信じられない話ではある。
It's not really believable, but
あるけど、でも
the theory you just described might allow for time leap, yes.
それに何より
And more than anything, it was Kudesu who came up with that theory, right?
だったら検
And
証
it's
に
worth
値す
looking
るわ。
into
だってあの子は
because she was a
天
genius.
才だもの。
Her words together seemed like a mix of admiration, jealousy, and envy.
信じるんだな。
So you believe it, yeah?
その代わり
In exchange, I want you to let me see that time
そ
machine.
のタイムマシン乗ってきたって言うなら
If you
ある
came
でしょ
here and it has to still be around, right?
ある。すぐ近くにね。
It's very close.
検証作業は必要だけど
I'll need to look into this.
と
But
りあえず
I've
あ
decided
な
to
たた
believe
ち
you
の
for now.
話を信じることにする。
So I want you to help
だ
me
からあ
believe.
なた分かった。
Alright. Wakata. I love that. There's no hesitation in her voice. Thank you. As Suzuha said, it was okay. It wasn't my place to speak. If Maho was going to help, that was all that mattered.
話をKagariの件に戻そう。
Let's get back to Kagari.
さっきも言ったように、はぐれたのは
Like I just told you,
彼女が
she
10歳の
separated
頃。
from Suzuha when she was 10.
そしてそれ以降、
And we have no idea
先
where
月
she
になっ
was
て見
until
つかるまでの
she
足取
was
り
found
は
last
俺
month.
はその間
I'm thinking she
彼
may
女が
not have
海外
been
に
in
いたんじゃな
Japan.
いかと考えている。
For how long, I had no way of knowing. It must have been the whole time, or perhaps only a week.
オカリンおじさんの仮説だと
Uncle Okudin's hypothesis is that she was at Victor Krandia University,
ああ、そして
and that in some form or another she made contact
ア
with
マデウスと接
Amadeus.
触した。
The look on Maho's face was one between acceptance and resignation. She sighed loudly. A copy of Kudesu's memory data had been saved for use by Amadeus. This data was the only possible source for the memories within Kagari's head. Her words today had only strengthened my theory. Exchange program, lecture. These fragments of memories were all from before she'd come to Japan. The memory data had last been saved just before she'd come to America. That was another match.
この前レスキ
I
ネン教授に
just
確認
checked
し
with
てみた
Dr.
んだ
Lesson
け
in a
ど
while ago. Kudesu's memory data has been sealed away and no one can access it, he said.
ただ
But
そ
I
れが事
don't
実
have
か
the
どうかを
authority to
確かめ
check
る
that
権
for
限
myself.
はそれにプロジェクトが凍
It's
結される
possible
前
someone
に
took the data
何
before
者
the
かがデ
project
ー
was
タを
shut
持ち出
down.
して
持ち出すことのできる人間はアマ
The
デウ
only
スの研究
people
に
that who
携
could
わ
have
ってい
done
た
that
人
were
間に限
involved
定
with
されるんじ
Amadeus
ゃないか。
research, right?
そうとは限らない
Not
外部からサーバーに侵
necessarily.
入すれば
Anybody could do
誰
it
に
if
だ
they
ってで
hacked
きるこ
into
と
the
よ
server. Anyone was an exaggeration. Your average person wouldn't have a clue. You would have to be a super hacker.
問題は目的ね
The question is
岡部さん
why.
の仮説が正しい
If
と
your
して
theory is right, why
な
would
ぜ
they
そん
want
な
to
こ
do
とを
that?
する必要があったのか
The most obvious possibility was that someone wanted to access Kudesu Makase's mind. But Amadeus should suffice for that. There's no need to move her memories into another person's brain. Why would they want her mind that badly anyway? She was a genius, sure, but she'd only published a single paper. There was no reason to think that it would be that important to anybody. Unless...
もし
What if someone knew the basic theory of time travel
タイ
was
ムマ
locked
シン
in
理論の基
Kudesu's
礎がある
memories?
ことを何者かが知ったとしたら
Someone out there would want it.
でもクリスがその理論に行き着い
Kudesu
たのは
arrived at the theory in the other world line you were telling me about, right?
中鉢論文を知ってるか
Have you ever heard of Dr. Nakabachi's paper?
中鉢それっ
Nakabachi?
てロシアに亡
The
命し
guy
た
who sought asylum in Russia.
そうだ
That's right. I took a look at it, and calling it a paper is being way too kind.
あれは劣化コピーだと俺は考
I
え
think
る
it's an inferior copy.
オリジナルが別
There
に
was
存在
another
する
version. An original.
一体何の話？
What are you talking about?
ドクター中鉢の本名は
Dr. Nakabachi's real
牧瀬
name
正
is
一
Soichi Makise. He is Kudasu's real father. I thought back to what I saw that day.
私も考えてみたの。
I've also been thinking about whether it's possible to create a time machine.
読んで。
Read this. I want your opinion, Dad.
悪くないんだ
It's
よ
not bad.
本当？
Really?
この論文はパパと
I think maybe we could publish it under both our names?
学会には出すな
Don't publish this. I'll take it. And then murder.
そういえば、
Come to think of it,
クリスが日本に行く前に言っ
I
てたの。
remember her saying
父親
before
に
she
会う
left
って
Japan that she was going to see her
新
dad.
しい理論の発表会をする
He
ら
was
しくて
announcing a new theory and
その招待状
he'd
が
been
来たって
given an invitation. That day, Nakabachi had stolen Kudusu's paper. And after he'd gone to Russia, he'd published his own paper. I hadn't seen it myself. Whenever I thought about it, I always thought about what I'd seen that day and what happened right after, so I'd been avoiding it. But I'd heard the professors at school talking about it. It was so terrible that it had become something of a running gag. But if it was just a bad copy of an original, if what had been published was just Nakabachi's own reinterpretation of Kudusu's theory, then her original still existed somewhere else. That's right. Kudusu had written the original theory, and had to be better than that. She'd actually succeeded in making the time leap machine.
それじゃあ、その論文の
Then you
存在
mean
を知った誰かが
Someone found out about this
クリスの記憶から
paper
タイムマ
and
シ
is
ンに
trying to
関
get
す
the
る理
theory
論を
needed
取
to
り
make
出
a
そうと
working
して
time
る
machine
って
out of
こと？
Kudusu's brain?
第三次世界大戦が起きたきっかけは
The cause of the Third
EU と
World
ロシア
War
によ
was
る
the
タイムマシン競争の
intensification
過
of
熱
the
なんだ。
race for the time machine between the EU and Russia.
そこにアメリカまで横やりを
Even
入れ
America
て
started to get
収集が
involved,
つかなくなっ
and
た。
it completely got out of hand.
まさに時代は歴史通りに
Things are
動き出し
proceeding
ている。
exactly as history said they would. Those people that had attacked the lab in the last world line. Tanoji said they weren't Japanese, but they were military. So the military wanted Kudusu's time machine theory. That would explain why they chose to download her memories into Kagari's mind. Let's add to this. I'm worried about Kagari. Believe in us. Oh, right. That's right. I believe in you more than anyone, Okabe. Of course, in Hashida and Maho too. If there's anything I can do, let me know. I'll do anything. I fucking love Lukaku, man. Oh, Lukaku has her own emote. I need that emote. That's the emote that I need. That would explain why they chose to download her memories into Kagari's mind. Oh, get out of here with the phone. Amadeus would never talk about something that it didn't want to talk about. But what about a human? There were truth serums and torture methods a human could be forced to talk, maybe. Maybe they'd done that to Kagari. Of course, this was just a guess. But if it was a military that had tried to kidnap Kagari, it was quite possible.
記憶のデータを脳に移植する。
Moving memory data into a brain, huh?
可能なんだろう。
It's
今の技
possible,
術だ
right?
と
Even with modern technology.
クリスはそれを成し遂げた。
Kudusu succeeded in it.
クリスが研
She said
究
it
し
was
て
an
いたことの
application of
応
her
用
own
だと言ってい
research.
た。
ええ、そうね。
Yeah,
可能よ。
that's right. It's possible.
それに
And
もともと
that's
アマ
what
デウス
Amadeus was
はその
originally
ために
created
作られ
to
た
do.
ものなんだし。
Medical applications, wasn't it? Luskinen had talked about it at the seminar and Maho had interpreted. In this world line, Amadeus had been shut down and the seminar never happened, though. Maho gave me the exact same explanation I'd heard before. I was right. And memory transplants were theoretically possible.
クリスの考え出したタイムリープ
Kudusu's
マシ
time
ンだ
loop
っ
machine is just
て
another
その応
application
用
of
だわ。
this. Fucking don't open
もっ
it.
とも そのどちらも
Of course,
自
both
分の
of
頭
them
の中
intended
に
to move the memories
自
back
分
into
の
the
記
original
憶を移
person's
植
head.
するという目的で
And
作られたも
Kurusu
の
had
だ
said
から
that even that was dangerous.
じゃあ他人の脳に別
What
人の
would
記憶
happen
を
if
移
you
植
tried
す
to
る
move
と
them
ど
to
うな
another
る？
person's head?
単純に OS
I
の
don't think it
違う
would be as
PC の
simple
ハー
as
ドディスク
copying
に
them
別のデータ
to
を
a
コ
hard
ピー
drive on a PC
と
with
い
a
うわけ
different
にはい
OS.
かないと思う。そもそも
We
人
don't
間
even
の脳の
know
キャ
how
パ
much
シティがどれく
capacity
らい
the
あるの
human
かし
brain
ら
has.
容量的なことだけを言え
In
ば
terms of strict storage
20歳の女性
capacity,
2人分の
it
記憶く
should
らいは
easily have
余
enough
裕
room
で
to
保
store
存できるという
memories
データがあるけ
of
ど
two 20-year-old girls. Daru had once told me that the brain storage capacity was 3.24
だ
terabytes.
けど問題はそれ以外の
But
部分
the problem goes beyond that.
岡部さんの言う通り自分自身の
Like
頭
you
に
said,
記憶をダウンロー
We're
ドする
still
こ
not
とす
even
ら
at the point of
まだ
successfully
実用段
downloading
階に
memories
至
back
って
into
い
the
ない
original brain.
それなのに他人の記憶を
Tried to copy those memories into someone else's brain, it could cause serious inconsistency problems.
そして実際に
In
今
fact, we're seeing those errors happen right now.
このまま放っておくと
What will happen to Kagari if we don't do anything?
ひょっとしてマキセ
Will
ク
she
リ
turn
スに
into
なってしまうの
Kurisu
か記憶と人格は別物
Memories
よ
and personality are different things.
脳の中で
Memories
記
are
憶を
controlled by
扱
the
うのは
hippocampus and cerebral
海馬と
cortex.
大脳皮質
Personality is constructed by the
一方で
prefrontal cortex.
それらの働きは
The functions of
お互い
these
密
two
接に
are
つながっている部分も
intricately
大きいわ
connected. Different parts of the brain have different functions, but they weren't completely independent. Memories probably played a large role in forming your personality.
2つの記憶が混在することで
The memories of
脳
the
に
two
対す
sets
る負
of
担もかなり大きくなってるは
the
ず
mix of the two sets of memories is probably putting a lot of stress on her brain.
このまま放っておいた場合
If we don't do
最
something,
悪
it could cause her entire
Kagari-san
personality to
人格は
disintegrate. Oh my god. Suza has slammed her fist into her knees with frustration.
それを防ぐ手立てはあると思う
Is there
か
some way to stop it?
かがりさんの頭の中から
The only way is to remove Kurisu's memories from Kagari's
で
mind.
きそうか
Can you do it?
脳のデータが解析でき
If
れ
I
ば
analyze the data in her
あるいは
brain, yes, but how many years away that is, I don't
で
know.
きる
Suza's fists were clenched so tightly I could almost hear the sound. I could tell she was blaming herself for letting Kagari run away.
一つ手があるとするなら
There was a way.
もう一度
It
過去
would
の
be
か
to
がりさんの
overwrite her
記
past
憶を
memories
上書き
again.
もう一度記憶を
Overwrite her memories.
そもそもかがりさん
I
の
don't
記
think
憶を操作した
whoever
人
altered her
間は
memories
かが
intended
り
to
さんの
leave
記憶
her
を残
original
すつもり
ones.
はなかったと思うの
She might have been right. Putting two sets of memories in one mind was just asking for problems, which meant that the experiments they'd done on her had resulted in a different outcome than they had intended. In a sense, they had failed.
だったらもう一度
So,
かがりさんの記憶を
If we are able to
き
overwrite
ち
her
んとした
memories
装
once
置で脳
more
に上書きしてあげれ
with
ば
proper
あるいは
equipment,
元通りにでき
it
るか
might
もしれ
fix
ない
it.
しかしそのためにはかがり
But we
の
don't
記憶データ
have
が
that
ない
memory data.
バックアップが取ってあることを期待す
We'll
る
just
しか
have
な
to
いわ
hope they
ね
made backups.
装置はどうする簡
What
単
about
に
the
見つかればいいけど
It would be great if we just found it somewhere, but
ないなら作ればい
if
い
it
わ
doesn't exist, we can make it.
そんな簡単に
It's not that easy.
でもクリス
But
は
Kurisu
作れ
made
た
it,
でしょ
right? Alright. It had to work similarly to the time loop machine,
だったら
which means
私
that
に
I
も作れ
can.
る
No, I will make it too.
作ってみせる
I might be able to help with that.
問題は
The
記憶
question
デー
is
タが
where
ど
to
こ
find
に
her
あ
memory
る
data,
か
though.
ね
We'll just have to find it
これば
somehow.
っかりは何とかして突き止めるしか
But
方法
there
がない
simply
わ
wasn't enough information. All we knew was that it was a non-Japanese Western military, and that the information wasn't solid either. If anyone held the key, it was the woman in the motorcycle suit. I thought of a name and quickly brushed it from my mind.
何かいい方法でも思いついた
Any good ideas?
いやなんでもない
It wasn't Yuki Amane. It couldn't be. We talked late into the night, trying to come up with a way to find out who had done the experiments on Kagari. But even though we spent a lot of time on it, none of us had any good ideas. And add that. Oh wow. Perfect. Switch. I gotta go ahead and end this. I can't believe it. When we come back, we'll find out what Maho can't believe thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys stopping by on this kind of stuff. I do like playing visual novels and stuff like that, so I appreciate the company. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I upload a lot of roguelike and visual novel stuff. Come hang out, even if it's just for a little bit. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, whatever it may be. And peace out, you guys.